Good morning, children. Today we'll study about the functions of bank. The first is primary functions. In primary functions, again, two are there: accepting the deposit and lending the deposits. First, accepting the deposits. There is a fixed deposit, current deposit, saving deposit, recurring deposit, and multiple option deposits. In lending money, the bank lends loans, cash credit, overdraft, discounting of bill of exchange. Now first is the primary function, accepting deposits. Accepting deposit is the main function of commercial banks. Bank offer different types of bank account to suit the requirement and need of different customers. So all of us know that we can deposit the money in the bank, and the bank provides us different types of accounts as per our requirement and needs. What are those different types of bank account? The first is fixed deposit account. Money is deposited in the account for a fixed period of time is called the fixed deposit account. So when your father is depositing the money for a fixed period of time, say 5 years, 10 years, then a special account is opened that is called the fixed deposit account. After expiry of specified period, person can claim his money from the bank. So when 1 year or 2 year, whatever is specified time is over, then your father can go to the bank and ask for the money. Usually the rate of interest is maximum in this account. So in fixed deposit account, the rate of interest is highest. The longer the period of deposit, the higher will be the rate of interest on deposits. So if your father is depositing for 10 years, then the rate of interest will be high, and if you deposit for 1 year, the rate of interest will be low. Now the second type of account which can be opened in the bank is current deposit account. Current deposit accounts are opened by businessmen. So businessmen basically open the current deposit account. The account holder can deposit and withdraw money. So the businessman who have started the current deposit account, they can deposit the money and also withdraw the money whenever they desire it. As the deposit is repayable on demand, it is known as demand deposits. So the businessman, whenever he demands the money, he will be given the money. That is why this account is also called the demand deposit. Withdrawals are always made by the check. So whenever your father or the businessman wants to withdraw the money, he can withdraw only through the check. No interest is paid on current account. On this account, no interest is paid because anytime you can deposit the money or anytime you can take the money. Rather, charges are taken by bank for service rendered by it. Moreover, the bank charges a fees if you have opened a current deposit account. The third most common is the saving deposit account, which everyone opens. When your father goes or anyone goes to open the account, then the bank opens this account, that is the saving deposit account. The aim of saving account is to mobilize saving of the public. The aim of this account is what? To take the savings of the public and then give it to the businessman in the form of loan. A person can open this account by depositing a small sum of money. So by depositing a very small sum of money, account can be opened. He can withdraw money from his account and make additional deposit at will. So whenever he wants, he can deposit the money, and whenever he wants, he can take out the money. Account holder also gets interest on these deposits. On these deposits, interest are given to the account holder. In this account, though the rate of interest is lower than the rate of interest on fixed deposit account. So in this account, since anytime you can deposit the money or anytime you can take out the money, the rate of interest is very less, is less. Now the fourth type of account which can be opened in the bank is a recurring deposit account. A recurring deposit account, the main aim of this account is to encourage a regular saving by the people. So regularly, if your father wants every month or every week to deposit the money in the bank, a regular amount on the regular date, then a recurring deposit account is opened. A depositor can deposit a fixed amount, say rupees 100 every month for a fixed period. The amount together with the interest is repaid on maturity. So if your father decided to pay every month 1000 rupees for 10 years or for 5 years, then after 5 years, that is after maturity, whatever amount is there with the interest, the bank will give you to your father. The interest rate on this account is higher than that on the saving deposit account. So the rate of interest on the recurring deposit is higher than the saving deposits. Now the last type of account which is open in the bank is multiple option deposit account. It is a type of saving bank account in which deposit in excess of a particular limit get automatically transferred into the fixed deposits. So suppose your father has deposited 1 lakh rupees and your father has made a limit of 20,000. So after 20,000, 80,000, that is the excess money, will be transferred into the fixed deposit. This type of account is called a multiple deposit account. It is a type of saving bank account, and if the deposit excess a particular limit, say your father has made a limit of 20,000, if the deposit crosses this limit, then the extra money will be transferred into the fixed deposit account. On the other hand, in case adequate fund is not available in the saving bank account so as to honor a check that we have issued, the required amount gets automatically transferred from the fixed deposit to the saving bank account. Now if your father wants 30,000 rupees, but in the bank account there is only 20,000 rupees, then 10,000 will be transferred from the fixed deposit to the saving deposit account, and then 30,000 will be given to your father. Therefore, the account holder has twin benefit. Here the account holder has both the benefit, that is, he can earn more interest, and also it lowers the risk of dishonoring a check. So he can earn more interest, and the money also, the more money also gets, your check also gets cleared whenever your father wants more money. Now this was the first function of the bank, that is acceptance of deposit. Now second function of the bank is lending money with the help of money collateral through various types of deposits. Commercial bank lend final to the businessmen, farmers and others. The main way of lending money are as follows. That is, if your father wants the loan from the bank, then how many types of a loan he can get from the bank. The first is term loan. These loans are provided by the banks to their customers for a fixed period of purchase machinery. So if a businessman wants to purchase a machinery for a fixed period of time, say the truck, scooter, house, etc., then the bank gives a term loan. The borrower repays the loan in a monthly, quarterly, half-yearly or annual installment. And then a small investment, say monthly, quarterly, half-yearly or annual installment is made, and total with the interest, the customer can pay the loan to the bank. The second type of credit which is given to the customer by the bank is bank overdraft. The customer who maintains the current account with the bank takes permission from the banks to withdraw more money than deposited in the account. So all those customers who maintain the current account, basically it is maintained by the businessman. They take the permission from the bank that if they want more money, suppose they have deposited only 20,000 money, and if they want 30,000 money, then the bank will give him the extra 10,000 money. So they take the permission from the bank to withdraw more money than deposited in his account. This facility is basically called the bank overdraft. The extra amount withdrawn is called overdraft. So the 10,000 I have explained you, the 10,000 which he has extra money which he has withdrawn from the bank is called the overdraft. Because he was having only 20,000 money, but he had taken the permission from the bank to withdraw 30,000 money, 10,000 extra he has withdrawn, that 10,000 is the overdraft. This facility is available to trustworthy customers for a small period. So the customers who are trustworthy, for them only this facility is there, and that also for a small period of time. This facility is usually given against the security of some assets or on the personal security of the customers. So the bank gives this facility on some collateral or if some asset is deposited in the banks. Interest is charged on the actual amount overdrawn by the customers. Interest is charged by the customers. Now the next type of credit is cash credit. This is also a credit given by the bank. Under this arrangement, the bank advances cash loan up to a specified limit against current assets and other securities. So if a customer wants loan in the form of cash, then the banks give him against current assets which he is having and other collaterals or security which he has deposited in the bank. The bank opens an account in the name of the borrower and allows him to withdraw the borrowed money from time to time subject to sanctioned limit. So for the cash credit, the bank opens the account in the name of the borrower and allows the borrower to withdraw the borrowed money from time to time as the sanction limit is given by the bank. Interest is charged on the amount actually withdrawn. So how much money he has withdrawn, on that the interest is charged. Now the last type of loan given or credit given by the bank is discounting of bill of exchange. Under this, a bank gives money to its customers on the security of bill of exchange before the expiry of the bill in ease of customers need it. So if in this a bank gives money to the customers, if the customer is in need of money, then the bank gives the money on the security of the bill of exchange. So when bill of exchange is there, on that security, the bank gives the money to the customers before the expiry of the bill in case if the customer needs the money. This basically means that if the customers needs the money, the customers who enjoyed, this is basically given to the customers who enjoy the goodwill, can get their trade bill discounted by the bank. The bank credits the amount of trade bill to the customer's account after deducting discount charge for a period until the due date is over. So these are bill of exchange is basically done when businessmen are running their business. Bill of exchange are given by the two parties, and on behalf of the bill of exchange, the money is given to the customers when they need it. Details about the bill of exchange we will study in class 12. But basically you understand, the bill of exchange basically means at the time of transferring of the money, at the time of doing the business, two businessmen, they have the bill of exchange, and on that that is kept as the security, and the money is given to the customers. Today only this much. Thank you.